sector is clear.
Give us everything we got! All wings.
Hey there guys, Adrian here, aka JediBro95. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In this video, I'm going to rant about this most recent patch, because this most recent patch, it's sad to say that this is the final patch, because there was a lot that needed to be changed, but DICE just ended up changing the wrong things, which is really frustrating because, you know, there are certain things in this game that needed to be addressed, but they just never were. So if I do forget anything in this rant, gentlemen, obviously let me know in the comment section. I am going to be a little bit annoyed and a little bit peeved off because, again, I love this game and I want it to succeed. So let's start off with what they actually changed. So in this update, they've nerfed Darth Vader. They changed Kylo Ren's frenzy damage. So they nerfed Kylo Ren's frenzy a little bit. That was basically it in terms of like hero balancing and shit like that. And that's leaving a bit of a sour taste in my mouth, because let's start with Kylo Ren. Now Kylo, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't feel like he needed a nerf. I truly do not feel like he needed to be nerfed in any way, shape, or form. First of all, what also really gets to me about the Kylo Ren nerf is that they made the nerf to his frenzy damage so minute that you literally can make it up with a star card. Like, it doesn't make sense how you nerf something so insignificant, but then it could just be rehabilitated and it can be just made up by a star card, basically. That never really made sense to me, like why they nerfed Kylo. And again, Kylo, for me, he didn't need a nerf. I know a lot of people might disagree with that, but okay, that's cool. You can disagree. But to me, I feel like he was perfectly fine the way he was. Yeah, he was an OP hero. He was definitely a good hero, and he deserved to be. Especially considering the launch, apparently. Apparently Kylo wasn't so great at launch. I haven't been around since the beginning of the game. But Kylo Ren, he didn't need a nerf. He really, truly did not need a nerf. However, Lord Vader, he did need a nerf. I'm not going to disagree with that. No, Darth Vader definitely needed a nerf. But again, it's the wrong thing. They nerfed the wrong thing for Darth Vader. Now, what they basically did was they nerfed Darth Vader's base lightsaber throw damage. They nerfed it from 150 to 130. Okay, whatever. Then they also decreased the amount of choke damage you do. Okay, like that really wasn't a big deal either, but okay, continue. And then apparently what they did was, in order to ensure that Vader's couldn't dominate with the lightsaber combo, the choke saber throw combo, they basically cut the damage in half that you take from a lightsaber throw after you get choked. Okay, so to be completely honest, I get it. Like, the lightsaber throw, sure, okay, base damage was 150 points, whatever. Like, I'm not really tripping about that, because it really doesn't make any difference with his lightsaber throw, because it will still kill a bunch of troopers, because most likely the troopers are not even going to be at 150 points when you throw the lightsaber, and even then, it just hits them on the way back. So realistically speaking, you're still going to get a bunch of kills with the lightsaber throw. I'm not going to say you're going to get more, but you're definitely not going to get less. But again, they nerfed the wrong thing with Darth Vader. In my personal opinion, what they should have nerfed, it was not his saber throw. It was his fucking focused rage ability. I personally believe that his focus rage should have been nerfed. Okay, it really should have been nerfed to either where Furious Resilience needed to be changed, because I felt like with their damage reduction when it comes to Furious Resilience, you know, with Furious Resilience, they can get 25% damage reduction. That's not much. especially for a Vader that already gets 200 extra health. Like, I don't mind the ability to increase your saber damage and your stamina. Stamina definitely needed a nerf too, but I'll touch on that later. But Focus Rage, that was what needed a nerf, not his lightsaber throw. I feel like they should have taken out the 200 extra health that Vader gets from Focused Rage. Because, like, say you put on the bonus health start card, okay? Bonus health gives you an extra 150 health, obviously, which will take you to 950 health. That's a lot. Now, you add 200 to that. Say Vader's still at full health. You add 200 points of health to that. And then all of a sudden, Vader is at 1150 health points with 25% damage reduction with Furious Resilience, which was insane. It's just insane. Like, all in all, that means that Vader has an extra 250 health for literally the price of pressing the L1 R1 button. That and the fact that if you combine his Focus Rage with another star card called Fueling the Rage, that will extend his Focus Rage ability by an extra 6 seconds. Make no mistake, that is a lot. That is a lot of damage reduction. That is a lot of health. And in my opinion, you either had to do one or the other. What they should have did was either take out the 200 bonus health, or they should have got rid of the Furious Resilience star card. Now, a lot of Vader people don't really use Furious Resilience like that, but I also see a fair number of Vaders using Furious Resilience just because it's just that good of a card. So I think that's what they should have nerfed with Darth Vader. I don't think they really should have nerfed his lightsaber throw. Well, base damage. The choke throw combo, I could see why they nerfed it, because a lot of Vader mains were literally thriving off that. Because a lot of Vader people were just waiting to get their choke back, because lightsaber throw doesn't take very long to recharge. It don't. So, the Vader mains were just waiting for their choke, and then they just sit there holding up their block button, and then they wait for their choke, and then they choke you. Like, that's not fun. Like, a turtly Vader, like, that's one of the reasons I think a lot of people say that Vader doesn't take skill to play. And I've ranted for a few minutes of it with Vader. I just realized that right now as I'm looking at the recording. But you know what? Vader needs a nerf. I need to rant about Vader, because fuck Vader players, okay? You guys are dicks. Like, don't get me wrong, I do play as Vader. I like playing as Darth Vader. But I also acknowledge that he is OP and he definitely needed a nerf. Anyways, so that's my rant about things that were patched. Let's move on to things that weren't patched that abso-fucking-lutely should have been. First, let's start with General Grievous. Oh my god, why did they think that leaving General Grievous's Claw Rush unchanged and unfixed was a good idea? Oh my lord, that just does not make any sense to me. Why was Grievous' Claw Rush left alone? Like, literally, like, Blaster Heroes stand no chance now against a General Grievous player. Like, if you see a Blaster Hero on the other side, you're just like, okay, I'll just grab General Grievous. All of a sudden, fucking Blaster Heroes just no longer exist. And again, like, don't get me wrong, I hate Blaster Heroes, but I don't, like, approve of game-breaking things that make Blaster Heroes unplayable. Oi, so for the new Battlefront players, if you're unaware, I should have explained this earlier. Grievous' Claw Rush allows him to... You remember that scene in Revenge of the Sith, or even in some episodes of the Clone Wars, where he gets on, like, all fours, and then he starts walking like a spider on the ground? Yeah, that's what his Claw Rush is. And that basically is like, if you hit a player, it knocks him over. But what is supposed to happen is, after you knock a person over, it's supposed to end there. But for some reason, DICE decided it was a fucking good idea to allow Grievous players to keep spinning in circles again and again and again and again around the fucking around the Vader here, around the blaster heroes, or even just heroes in general. And eventually, even if you're playing as a saber hero and you're blocking, you're eventually gonna get hit. Like you cannot stop it. And then you're knocked on the ground, and then you're just completely at his mercy. Like that's just so annoying. Like, good lord. That's so fucking annoying that it was not fixed. And it's a shame that it has to stay that way too, because Grievous was good, he was buggy, but he was good. And speaking of buggy heroes, let me fucking move on to Anakin. Now, I get it, a lot of people still have hatred for Anakin due to how OP he was at launch. And even though I haven't really been around since he was launched, trust me, I have done my research into looking how OP he was. He definitely needed a nerf. However, that being said, if you still are one of the people, in my personal opinion, again, a lot of us can disagree, but if you still personally think that Anakin is still broken and is the most OP, one of the most OP characters in the game, I think you're smoking crack, okay? I think you're either smoking weed or doing crack or whatever the fuck it is you drug addicts do. Because, in my opinion, Anakin is not OP anymore. He hasn't been since what? Like the Age of Resistance patch when they added the Disney trilogy supremacy in? He has not been OP since then. I mean, don't get me wrong, he still has his ability loop, yeah, but so does other heroes. Han Solo has an OP ability loop. Finn has actually an underrated ability loop. Darth Maul has an ability loop if you really wanted to go that far. Kylo Ren also has one. Vader has literally a combo with his abilities that allow him to, like, choke you and then throw his lightsaber at you. And yes, it's been nerfed. I agree with that. But again, if you're going to sit there and argue that he has his ability loop is just the most broken in the game, that's fine. But I need to say here that same energy for heroes like Han Solo, like fucking Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker even has a ability loop that's really annoying some days. Fucking Count Dooku, I would say, has a decent ability. It's not terribly, obviously, it's, I would agree if you guys didn't sit there and say he had one. But I think overall, Anakin, he's not OP anymore. He's really buggy, and he has a lot of bugs about him. Like, for example, Heroic Might doesn't even fucking work sometimes. You're goddamn standing there, holding the Heroic Might button, charging it up, and you get either choked, pushed, or stunned out of the animation. That should never be happening. When the Anakin is in that state, he should be invincible. Also, sometimes he does not get the damage reduction. Sometimes he still takes normal damage as you're charging up the Heroic Might, and then you fucking die. Retribution sometimes doesn't even fucking work, so that's annoying as hell. Oh my god, Anakin is such a buggy goddamn hero right now. It's hilarious. And people still have the audacity to sit there and say that he's OP, that he needs a nerf, that he needs to be changed. No, he does not. If you're still one of those people that think Anakin's OP, please stop. You're killing Anakin. I get it. He was OP at launch. Don't get me wrong. But he's not now. He's just buggy. Also, this is something I never got to rant about a couple updates ago. Why did they feel the need to update his fucking Passionate Strike? That didn't make any... And, Massive Strike's star card. That made no fucking sense. Why would they nerf his Massive Strikes when that was not the issue? The issue was the fact that, again, his ability loop is the best in the game. And again, I'm not disagreeing with that. But I've also made my opinions really clear, so I'm not going to try to repeat myself. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, Anakin's bugs, they were never addressed. That definitely should have been. Anakin's abilities definitely should have been addressed in the last patch. I don't know why they are the way they are. Anyways. Also, okay, this just popped in my head because I just remembered this. Let's talk about Darth Maul. The most buggy hero in the game, okay? Like, I agree Anakin's buggy, but Darth Maul is just by far the buggiest hero in this fucking game. Like, I have seen fucking clips of Darth Maul players catching up. I've seen this firsthand too, where where Darth Maul will catch people in the chokehold and it won't even activate. I've seen situations where his lightsaber throw still bugs out. It doesn't happen very often, but there will be times where I throw his lightsaber and it doesn't come back, and I'm forced to sit there swinging an imaginary lightsaber at him. So that's at my opponents. So that's fucking annoying. Also, his goddamn flow motion, like his spin attack doesn't even connect half the time. Like, you could be sitting right in front of a guy, you spin into him, and he just doesn't, and you don't take any damage. And then you get killed, and then you get frustrated because, like, what the fuck? Like, you should have died from that. Oi. Okay, I think I'm done ranting about this patch because we're going up into 16 minutes, and I kind of don't want this video to be too long because, again, I'm approaching 16 minutes, and I wasted about 7 or 8 of them ranting about people who think Anakin's OP and Vader needing a damn nerf. Anyways, guys, again, I am so sorry for the long video. But if you did like the video, please be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. Also, just going to talk about a couple of things real quick. I might start uploading some 2K content, some NBA 2K content, just because I don't know how. I'm not bad. It's not the fact that I don't know how. It's just the fact that I don't know if I could keep doing Battlefront content anymore because of the fact that, you know, the game is now over and we're not going to be getting any content drops and shit. Don't get me wrong, I'll still do like I might do like top 5 star cards, heroes, villains, maps, top 5 ways to troll the enemy team, top 5 ways to top 5 tips that people can about certain heroes. Like, there's a lot of things I could probably do, but also I have been playing a lot of NBA 2K recently, and shit like that. So I might start uploading 2K content just because I know that 2K is going to continuously be around and Battlefront will not be. So let me know, guys, if you do want to see that. Also, hit the like button again. Subscribe if you guys are new. And with that, I'm out. Peace.